just when the sun goes down. Love him, love him, love him in the morning, love him.
Our students and staff came from a small school out in the country where we originally had around 5 students, but we grew over a few years and ended up with an enrollment of 41, and we outgrew that little school, and we're looking for a larger school more centrally located to where our students live. And we didn't have a school to move into.
So they said, well, let's check one more time instead of just giving up and going, okay, we're done. It's been so hard and we can't find anything. We'll just stop now. But they didn't, and then when I looked again, they found something.
All of us kept praying, and that's what the teachers told us to do. They said, please pray for our school year, pray for a building. And before we knew it, we had been giving this tremendous blessing.
And in the middle of July, this property was located online, and within just a matter of a few weeks, God miraculously provided this building for us.
So this school has been here and part of this community here in Sheffield Lake for decades.
I think it's a blessing to be here at NOAA, spending time with all my friends. I like having my teachers here, and I'm just happy I'm here.
Well, it's always been kind of like it's like a home away from home, because I have my friends and the teachers and everybody, and it's a really, really loving place to be.
Well, the school means hope to me, because no matter what happened, no matter how many times we were knocked down, prayer was the ultimate key to everything. And Mrs. Bange, especially, and all the teachers really just brought us back to the hope that we have in Christ. And it just really means a lot that they base everything on prayer as well. No matter what the situation may be, whether it be small or big, like, God has answered our prayers, and He's answered ones that we didn't even know that we needed.
An answer to prayer was that when my friend Charles, he had a heart attack.
And the paramedics that came, they said it was so rare to see someone in that condition actually come back to life.
The first thing that we said when he went down was to pray, and we all went into rooms and we prayed, and he was okay after a while.
God is still very much active on this earth, and a good example of that is NOAA. I have seen miracle after miracle performed in this tiny little school, and I know that people are praying for this school to succeed.
So we started a miracle board with the dates of all the miracles that God has done for us in answer to our prayers. Each miracle has a date next to it to help us remember when that miracle happened and how God took care of the situation.
One of the church members from Clarksfield offered to donate to us handbells that he had procured. And we started very small. There were just a few handbells in the beginning, and our handbell choir grew.
The miracles that I've seen in this school are the science lab, the piano. Teachers, they are supportive, helpful, really good miracles that God has given us.
There's been so many miracles happening here with, for one, the school building itself, and then repairs that needed to happen to the school building before it could be used that just disappeared. There was an inspector that came and said, these pipes need to be fixed, and he came back a few days later, a week later, and he said, looked at them again, and they were fine.
At the end of last school year, Mrs. Sinka and I were getting very excited and beginning to prep for the new school year when suddenly she ended up in the hospital facing a very serious diagnosis.
It was totally unexpected. We had no idea, and now we were faced with a life and death situation. What do we do? I found out that I have stage 4 adrenal cancer, to my utter shock. This is where really the rubber meets the road, and this is where you really find out if you have faith in God or where your faith rests. And I just felt like I had to step out in faith and take up my bed and walk. And so a big part of taking up my bed and walking was to say that, Lord, if you give me the strength, which I believed he would, that I would come and I would teach at NOAA and I would be active in church as long as he gave me the strength and the healing.
At that point, the only thing we could do was pray. And again, trust God for a miracle. I could not imagine trying to start the school year without our music teacher, our math teacher, our science teacher, all rolled up into Mrs. Sinka. The students were praying. They came to me and said again, Mrs. Bange, God has done miracles for us before. This is just one more miracle he can do for us now.
I don't know how many days, months, years I have left. I do know that God knows best, and whatever he decides for the rest of my life, when I look back at the end, I would not want it any other way.
Our conference president, Elder Ron Halverson, came for our spring week of prayer. During our last meeting, he presented how we can look forward to the blessed hope. And we were able to unveil a donated artwork from Nathan Green called The Blessed Hope. It hangs in our hallway right inside our front door. Many families have asked us what that picture is about and how are we different. And it has given us opportunities to share our faith.
Now I kind of want to become a pastor or try and work in the ministry series. So I'm glad that I'm here at NOAA right now, and that we'll continue to carry on with our journey to gather more students and hopefully more teachers and be a bigger family.
Please continue to be with us, be with our families.
It's really inspired me to become a better person and have a better devotional life and prayer life, because I see how much good that has done in my mom's life and throughout the whole entire school.
Mrs. Sinka and Mrs. Bange actually means a lot to me. They put so much into this school, and I'm really thankful for that.
God is so amazing. It's so neat to see his miracles at work with his children. And I just feel so blessed to be a part of that.
As we look forward to continuing this journey in Adventist education here in the Cleveland area, we are excited. We have watched God do amazing things for his kids and his school. And it's true, we don't know the future. We don't know what tomorrow brings, but we know God who holds tomorrow in his hands. And we are trusting him, we are relying on him, and we are giving this school and this program into his keeping and his care.